Hi, Joe Kehrig with the Kehrig Real Estate Team, and welcome to the San Ramon Valley Update the week of January 23rd. You know, as expected, we're starting to actually see the market heat up, and I know that you read so much in the news about the market being down and it's being slow and is this going to be 2008? Well, I can tell you in the San Ramon Valley from boots on the ground, and this is what happens every year, and this is no different. We have the buyers coming out, open houses are getting 10, 20 people at them, and there's just no inventory out there for people to buy. Yes, is the inventory up a little bit than it was a year ago? Absolutely, but overall there's still only 25% of what would normally be on the market during what, let's say, in 2017 or 18. But obviously all we're seeing on the news is the soothsayers of doom from that standpoint. So, look at this, what David Stevens, the former Assistant Secretary of Housing, says. Please be advised, this may be the one and only window for the next few years for a buyer to get into the market. And remember, as the Federal Reserve data shows, home prices only go up and always recover from recessions, no matter how mild or how severe. Long-term homeowners should view this market right now as a unique buying opportunity. And that's what it is. Prices are still down 10 to 20%. Interest rates are high, but remember what we always talk about? We talk about marry the house, date the rate. Get the house that you love while you can get it at a 20% discount. Then as we know, the Federal Reserve, as we move out of a recession, will lower the interest rates back down. So you marry the house and drop that ugly rate and refinance in the next year or so when we see rates go down a little bit more. So the opportunity is there. As real estate professionals, when we look at this slide, we have to control the narrative to our clients out there. That's why you want to work with someone who's experienced and has been through this. Like I've sold through 7 different recessions in my 45 years of professionally marketing, and I can tell a recession like 2006, 7, and 8 in real estate compared to what we're going through right now. And right now, the supply, there's still not enough supply for the demand. So what we've kind of have is a stable market, and you'll see that when you get to the graphs this week. You look at the next one, over 11,000 homes sell every day. Over 4 million homes sell in the United States. 8 houses sell every minute. So, the market is moving. With a lot of the inventory we've come on, we've just sold 3 or 4 homes the last week. And I will tell you, a couple of them we had on the market at the end of the last year, took them off, put them back on the market, and boom, they jumped off the market at the same price that we couldn't sell them 2 months ago because the buyers are out there. Because what we've seen is the Federal Reserve slow down their rate increases, which have brought the rates down. Pretty soon, they're in the low 6s, 6 to 6.5. You're going to start seeing, matter of fact, our loan agent said she just did her first loan where she put someone in the 5, not 5%, but started with a 5. It was like 5.95 or so. So again, that's what we're starting to see. It's kind of just like we're starting to see $3 gas. It might be $3.89 at Costco, but we haven't seen 3s in a long time. So the current change in supply and demand works in favor of the educated real estate agent. Hence, that's why you want to work with someone who's educated in this market. Because otherwise, if you're not educated, if you're not doing this every day, it's hard to consult with buyers whether they should purchase this home or not purchase the home. So the other thing is what we're looking at is, Laurie Goodman of the Urban Land Institute says the risk of ARMs were substantially mitigated by the regulatory reforms put in place after the 2008 bust. Because remember, adjustable rate mortgages is one of the things that killed people. They basically got an interest rate at a low rate, and then obviously it went up. One of the things we talked about last week was basically there's almost zero what we called ninja loans out there. No income, no job, no assets, and you could go out and get a loan. They just don't exist, so we don't have the same situation. Today's ARMs are not the risky products of 2008 or even the pre-bubble version. ARMs are no longer something to fear. In fact, they could help borrowers save money and reduce barriers to home ownership. And then the other thing that we're seeing a lot is temporary rate buydowns are a hot trend for mortgages as borrowers face higher costs for home loans. Some buyers are exploring alternatives to traditional mortgages in a period of rising interest rates that are expected to continue into 2023. Buydowns are a less costly alternative to traditional fixed-rate mortgages. So we talked about it a couple weeks ago. What are buydowns? Well, you go to a seller and say, hey, I want you to buy my rate down 2% the first year, 1% the second year. It costs $15,000 to $20,000. You ask the buyer to do that, the seller to do that, and now by the time your rate goes up to what it normally would be, we're out of the recession and you can refinance at a lower rate. The best opportunity is right now if you're a buyer out there in the market. Look at active listings the last 2 years. This is why the opportunity is so good. 445,000 in 2021, 751,000 now. And it's not that there's a lot more listings going on the market. Look at this graph, the pending listing count. So it's not that a ton more listings are coming on, but obviously the last 8 months, the buyers have quit buying because they're afraid of what was going on. So we went through a 3-month period during last summer, almost like COVID, where people were afraid to do anything and nothing happened. The market froze like after COVID. And then we had 3 months where it started to get its sea legs, things stabled out a little bit. Now we're starting to see interest rates going down and the buyers are coming back out. So again, you're going to see that supply get eaten off the market. So anyway, if you want more information, please feel free to give me a call. But let's look at the graphs for this year. You know, people talk about the market, you know, going nuts and going to 2008. Well, not here. You look at the San Ramon market. Look at actives are up just a little bit, but look at the pending. So again, that's a stable market. You're not seeing active properties go way up and pending properties go down. Same thing in the Danville market. Active listings are up a little bit, but then so are pendings. So yeah, more listings are coming on the market this time of year, but also we have more properties selling. Blackhawk market, you know, pendings are down by 1 and actives are up by 1. So basically it's a fairly stable market as it has been. Alamo, look at that. I mean, that's as stable can be. And Dublin, you actually see pending properties up and active properties are down. When we look at the stats, you're seeing more of a rise to 97, 98, 99, 100% of asking price, because what's happening, we're not seeing the price reductions, because what would happen is people would price their home at $2 million, then reduce it to 1.8, and then it would sell for 1.7. Now what we're seeing is more transparent pricing. So that listing that was at $2 million at one point, now we're starting it at 1.7. So we're transparently pricing homes. So if we think they're going to sell for 1.7, we put it on for 1.7. You know, again, this is a shifting market. We went from a hot market that I had never seen before in 45 years, lack of inventory, you know, for the first half of the year. Then we saw the summer where nothing happened. It was very similar to after 9/11, after COVID, because when the unknown is there, people just freeze and stop. Then we saw the market obviously start getting its legs back and stabilizing through the last half of 2022, and towards the end of 2022 into 2023, we're seeing interest rates go down, we're seeing the buyers coming out. Hey, so it's a good time to be a seller, and more importantly, it might be your only opportunity as a buyer to get into these prices when things are 10 to 20% down, and you actually can buy a property. You don't have to fight 5 other offers and pay a lot more over asking. So again, with any other questions, give me a call. Again, Joe Kehrig, the Kehrig Real Estate Team, 925-487-6838. Or drop me an email, joe@kehrigteam.com. Or visit our website to learn more about us, or look at any of our listings out there, www.kehrigteam.com. We'll see you next week.